Today we're going to learn about algebraic expressions. Another way to think about them are formulas. And some vocabulary that we need to learn first is algebra, and that is where that uses symbols including variables. You have a blank space there that you need to insert the word variables. A variable is a symbol, usually a letter. Again, you have a space there that you need to insert the word letter, that is used to represent a number. So some examples of a variable most commonly used would be n, y, x, or any other of the 26 letters of the alphabet. An algebraic expression is a combination of variables, numbers, and at least one mathematical operation. There are 4 ways to show multiplication. Besides using an X. We could use a dot that is halfway up between the numbers. We could use a variable sitting right next to a number. We could have 2 variables sitting next to each other. Or we could have a number next to a set of parentheses. All of these mean multiplication. There are 3 steps to evaluating algebraic expressions, including formulas. First, we will replace the variables with its value. Second, you will rewrite the expression, this time with all numbers and no variables. And lastly, you will apply the order of operations. So once you have inserted the values of the variables, it should look like problems that we have been solving using the order of operations. So all these first 2 examples are formulas. Not all of your homework will be formulas. It's just showing you how you can take algebra or a formula, and when given the values of the variables, you can then solve it. So if area equals length times width, the length is 10 and the width is 6, so 10 times 6 is 60. Evaluating volume is length times width times height, and you're given the length is 7, the width is 2, and the height is 3. So the volume would be 7 times 2 times 3. Solving 7 times 2 first, which is 14, and then 14 times 3 is 42. The last 2 examples, AB, so this is A times B plus 15 when A equals 6 and B equals 4. So I'm going to replace the A with a 6 times B, which is 4, plus 15. And this is where you need your order of operations. You look for parentheses, exponents, multiplication, and division. I see a multiplication problem. 6 times 4 is 24, plus 15. Now I will add, and I get 39. And one last problem. 2 times A, which is 6, minus 5, plus A to the 2nd power, which would be 6 to the 2nd power. Order of operations. No parentheses. There is an exponent. 6 to the 2nd power is 36. Circle it, solve it, write everything else down. Now I multiply. 2 times 6 is 12. And from here, since adding and subtracting are the only two operations left, I will solve left to right. 12 minus 5 is 7, plus 36. Circle, solve, 43. Again, there's nothing different about solving these. The first thing you need to do is replace the values of the variables with the given numbers, and then apply the order of operations.